ukuthi okay umuntu uma inemoto that means ukuthi usuke wealthy, but actually mawubuka ukuthi izinto edefine i-lifestyle yaleyo muntu akayimithile yet, you know. So yeah, I think that's what pressurizes abantu ekutheni bagcine sebeba ne-illusion ye-wealth ukuthi if they got stuff babuke in a certain way kubantu, yeah, then it's done ukuthi they have the actual wealth or what.
Yeah. So emakhaya bafethu, let's stop trying to look rich. Sizama ukuthi sibe rich okwangempela.
Yeah. Show bafethu, so namhlanje njengoba sesishilo senza incwadi ebizwa Millionaire's FASTLANE ebhalwe ngu-MJ DeMarco. So finally onto the book. Bafo, tell me the first chapter, The Great Deception. What are your views on that chapter?
The Great Deception.
Yeah.
So lana ngokubona kwami ne,
yeah,
ukhuluma the deception is ukuthi sibelievela kakhulu in the saying ukuthi getting rich, you know, is a slow process, ne?
Yeah.
So uchaza ukuthi it's a losing game ngokubona kwakhe, yabo?
Okay.
Yes. So there's no such thing as getting rich slow. Ukuzibambezela lokho ukuthi you have to work your entire life, but only lona uthola ama benefits so umdala usunabo 50 nabo 60. I think that's what he's trying to explain kule chapter.
Yeah, and it is no longer enjoyable once uthola more benefits at a later age.
Ne?
Yeah, because okwamanje sinamaphupho amaningi, we got a lot of things we want to encounter sasebancane, and mase sithola leyo wealth at a later age akube kusa enjoy kahle.
So cela ukuquotela lana,
yeah,
uthi on the last paragraph, ne, uthi the message of get rich slow is clear. Sacrifice today, sacrifice your dreams and your life plans that will pay dividends after most of your life has evaporated. Yabo maybe akanjeni uyabona ukuthi it's a losing game ngempela ukuthi I have to sacrifice my youth only to be rich sengigugile. It doesn't sound nice, but 90% abantu la emhlabeni that's how they get rich.
Yeah. So mawucabanga wena nje mhlawumbe ngokwakho ucabanga iqala kanjani lento yokuthi this process yokuthi richness comes slowly, mhlawumbe isuke laphi? Was there a rule or a book mhlawumbe into kanjalo that was said or judged by someone ukuthi kumele vele sithathe slowly ukuze sigcine sesi wealthy sesi rich?
Angazi nami kahle kahle iqala laphi, mhlawumbe emakhaya khona wazi. But I think imithetho yakudala yokuthi yabo ukuze ube something empilweni, go to school, get a job, yabo uthola umsebenzi alright, save, yabo invest and so forth. Akekho owayesifundisa ukuthi actually follow your dreams, yabo.
Yeah.
You have many ideas, you can start your own business. That's the one of the ways to get rich very quick.
Yeah. So I hope none lapha emakhaya nizosazisa ukuthi what are your thoughts mhlawumbe about this getting rich slow process. So khona into ayishilo la, I'll quote uthi, say retirement, and what do you see? I see a crotchety old man on a porch in a creaky rocking chair. So actually vele i-idea nayo anayo ukuthi anayo nje khala ukuthi mhlawumbe i-richness into yabantu abadala, because uzoyaspecify ukuthi mayiqala nje khuluma nge-richness ubona umuntu omdala with grey hairs, yabona into kanjalo sitting on a rocking chair, like something engekho that much fun or entertaining, you know. Yeah, so I think it is clear ukuthi like in most yethu, especially youth, it's the idea ukuthi richness or full capacity to wealth, it only comes mase sesibadala, like after retiring and kusebenza isikhathi eside, like umsebenzi eminingi, day in day out, iminyaka save and invest. Yes. It only comes once you retire. That's when you start getting rich. Iyona idea abantu abaningi esinayo thina as nje. it's cool, you know, yeah.
Yeah, but then omunye umuntu angathi because the definition of success is different. For an example, let's say khona umuntu ofundela ukuba udoctor, right? Yeah, odokotela they work long hours, they work a shift, but yabo bahola kahle, they get to live their dreams yabo in a way. So loyo muntu ngeke uthi mhlambe waited until they're 60 to be rich or to be successful. I think it get depend nange definition yakho. What's your definition of success, right? Because thina singahlala lana sibona success as maybe financial freedom, where you can go on holiday noma kunini. But mhlambe khona umuntu osekhaya othi no, mina I'm a doctor, mhlambe I'm 25, I'm 30, but I'm living my dream. I'm saving lives and so forth. And yabo.
So into engithandayo futhi la ayikhulumayo lo mjita is how goes like that spark of trying to be rich at an early age got triggered. So uyasho ukuthi umuntu okhulele eChicago bengenayo interest engako kuma sports namantombazane, you know, most of the things abantu abaningi sinayo thina as abantu abancane, you know. So yena uthi bengenayo yonke leyo nto until one day eyiphumela nje ithi uyithengile ice cream, you know. So wase ehlangana ke with his dream car, and into ayishoyo la uthi it was something angayilindele. So when I quote ifundeka kanje lena uthi I expected an old guy, wrinkled, reading, grey hairline and dressed 2 seasons late, not me. Uthi what the heck? I thought, how could a young guy afford such a kick-ass automobile? For God's sake. So this is how this thing got triggered again. Actually, you can get richer, you know, you can make millions at a fun age.
Yeah, you can. And like he said, I was niggas into as motivator. Like before that, like why can't getting rich was something that's impossible. Until I born a living example of a guy or rich was driving his dream car. I think that what motivated him ukuthi naye azama uachieve ama goals akhe esasemncane. And ukhombisa ukuthi serious kangakanani with his goals. Azange ame lapho and waited for miracles. Like he went out there and researched ama millionaires amancane ukuthi how do we do it, even though mhlambe awunayo talent to be like a soccer player or an actress. How do you do it as a normal person wena? And then how do you become a millionaire umncane? And you know, by and doing your research, was born ukuthi maybe this is my way to financial freedom. And he went ahead and followed his dreams.
And ngiyabona lana kuma quotes uyasho ukuthi wasearcha abantu abangenawo ama-talent, you know, abantu abanento eziningi ezi-common to yena because uyasho nawe umuntu ongenawo ama-talent. So back then kwakubuye ngathi kuyena impossible ukuthi angaba rich esemncane. So this guy really inspired him, Lamborghini, to encountering his dreams and all that sort of stuff, you know. So I think that is it for now. Ogamanje Sagu at break. Stay tuned and stay close.
The show about Fetu, we're still discussing the Millionaire FASTLANE. So, what do you think the Millionaire FASTLANE is?
Finally, this is Fioguvutundava. So, Bafetu Lana, on page 31, ukulume about the birth of the money tree. So, what triggered him? Okanye into emenze waba ne idea ukuthi company yakhe mhlawumbe ingaba mayelana nani, or mayiqala business that will generate millions for him. Okanye imali ezomenza like abe independent, ayisebenzele ngesikhathi asifisayo, you know, in a relaxed motion. So, it is page 28. Uthi the limo job did something special. It put me at the forefront of an unsolved need that needed a solution. So back in the days, kukhona ayenza ama-piece jobs actually. So la aqala khona nanokuthi asebenze as a limousine driver. So mayisebenza khona, the more drive abantu ama-clients, uyabona ukuthi abantu banama-questions, banama-needs, khona izinto abayibuzayo ezi-unsolved. Abanye babezibambuza ukuthi mhlambe yiphi company ama-limousine esingayithola neminye imibuzo eminingi. So wabona lapho an unsolved thing. So was a creative solution yaloko ngokukhanda i-company on an internet, wakhanda leyo company leyo, and ezosiza labo bantu labo ababukha ama-limousines ukuthi abadrivele, like nangey'ndawo nama-charges. So i-thoughts ye-company yakhe that actually generated millions for him yaqala lapho when he was a limousine driver, or after, then waba ne-idea ukuthi what is it actually lena angayenza, ukuze athole i-solution for people. Yeah.
No, ngiyakuzwa. I actually read somewhere where it says to be successful, you identify a problem and come up with a solution.
Exactly.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
Like he goes on, millionaires are forged by process and not by events.
Yeah.
So lapho we are deep into how you can actually land yourself into the fast lane. Right? Yeah. Achaza ukuthi it's not a road trip. It's a road trip. It's not just a road.
Yeah.
Meaning you need to have a destination. Wazi ukuthi usukaphi, uyaphi, and what are your goals?
Yeah.
Ngaleyo ndlela, along your road trip, you don't get distracted, and you know exactly what to pack, because you know ukuthi ngisuka la ngiya lana, ngizodinga ini ukuthi ngisuke la ngize la.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think even though actually success is not an event but a road trip.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a process.
So it's a process. It's a process. So yes, a good process. That doesn't mean it will run as smooth as you planned it. Here's about detours, things that are unexpected, unforeseen matters, because most people are panting when you're actually getting into it and usuyenza, So konita issue because any thoughts engbenayo mina ukuthi mhlambe mayithi millionaire's fast lane. So ngizoje complete fast, I assume it is going to be simple, Yeah, something easier. But konita issue lana it is on page 40. Uthi the fast lane isn't a straight and a smooth tree-lined street with white picket fences and children swinging. So uyachaza hlahle ukuthi kuzoba khona ama detours, zizoba khona into ezidistractor, but lezi zinto lezo ungayivumeli ukudistract, like mele uhlezi stay clean-headed, have a vision yokuthi kahle ngifuna ukuyaphi, izinto kanjalo.
Yeah. Khona ne-example ayibekayo lana ukuthi the on a road trip nabangani bakhe, but bagcina bengafikanga because baphukelwa imoto endleleni.
Yeah.
So another indlela azama ukuyibekisa ngayo lana ukuthi always need to be prepared. Otherwise uzohlangana nama distractions endleleni and they'll cut your dreams short. Like mawazi ukuthi une trip, obviously you check ukuthi spare tire sinomoya yini.
Exactly.
Is there enough petrol? Yabo, and things like that. So that even if uhlangana nama problems along the way, the solution is not far. And the problem can be overcome. Ukhona ukuqhubeka with your dreams. Yabo sibaningi esifisa like to start our own businesses, but the first excuse osinikeza yona, I don't have money. Well, if really uzmisele, probably you can get a 9 to 5 from savings and save little money to start your own business, right? Yeah, I gotta show ukuthi there's gonna be miracles, ukuthi you're gonna be rich overnight. But preparation and was ukuthi happy, I think eventually you get to where you want to be.
So my actually ngama equipments, like mighty as big as ngama spare tires, ukuthi on your road trip you gotta have spare tires. Lezi nje lezi akhuluma ngazo ezi preparation for ama detours. Mhlambe yini ifanele nayo, mhlambe imali, is it money?
Yeah, it could be money, and it would depend with the kind of business. It's ukuthi do you actually have a clear plan of your business, like isn't it business plans and so forth. Obviously imali is a big issue when starting a business, because most people basuke bengenayo. Well, that's the first problem ohlangana nayo kwi road trip yakho ukuthi how am I going to fund my business? Yeah. So I think that's the biggest problem ohlangana nayo. And then from there you carry on with your road trip. Obviously you're going to uhlangane with another problem. Or try find a way to overcome it.
Okay, so mina into ekade ngiyibuka lapha ukuthi mhlambe ngombuza ukuthi mawufananisa mhlambe mayifananisa nama tires, what is it that he's actually relating to, like nje impilweni zethu. So I think mayikhuluma ngama tires mina into emqondweni wami imali. So kuyenzeka mhlambe kube khona abantu abaqala ama businesses, babe nezifiso zokuthi mhlambe umuntu angalithuthukisa ibhizinisi lakhe, but angazi hlahle ukuthi yini kumele yenze. So mhlambe mayibekisa ngama tires nezinto ekanjalo, into akade ikhuluma ngazo. First of all, mawuqala ibhizinisi vele enye into kumele ube nani information ukuthi kahle kule business leli ngiliqalayo, yibapha abantu engakhona ukuthi mangikhala like ngisizakale kubona. you know,
Yeah.
when the information about the business, you know. Yeah. So enye into elandelayo, so most wazi actually ukuthi ngithi bapha abantu okhala kubona. Vele the most common problem abantu abanayo imali.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Abo kubalekile vele ukuthi ube nemali before starting a business or wazi ukuthi imali izoqhamuka.
Yeah.
Like it's we are researching into business before uqala. So uyayazi budget oyidingayo and kubalekile kuba ne business plan. Yabo i-outline yonke into from eqaleni kuze kufike egcineni. So that if uhamba unokho eminyango ufuna imali, uyakhona ukuthi ukhombise ukuthi no mina i-business engifuna ukuliqala likanjena lizoqala from point A to point B. Like it's a road trip njengoba sichaza, ne? Yeah, so if in knowledge ingekho, like akekho uzokuthatha serious uzofuna funding but you don't have a business plan. Yeah. Learn how to do a business plan or ubuza abakwazi bakunikeza ulwazi. Then from there I think step esilandelayo ke is ukuthi funding uyithola phi, ne? Where do you go to get funding izinto ezikanjalo? I think those are the key points ezibalekile before you start a business to go to uzazi and uzithole.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So yeah, I think for now sizogcina lapho and we're going to a net break. Sicela nihlale nisazisa nani ukuthi what are your thoughts about it? Let's discuss ngazo manje and ninga indawo.
Welcome back to the show, guys. Bafo bengifuna sirecap la kancane. So sesikhulumile nge-FASTLANE.
Yeah.
Sakhuluma nange-slow lane.
Of course.
Yeah, so what is ilo i-sidewalker?
Yeah.
Like ngoba incwadi lana ithi the sidewalker i-financial destination yayo doesn't exist. The plan is to have no plan and any money ayitholayo immediately iyaspendwa kuma gadgets na kuma trips.
Yeah. So basically umbhalo lana ukhuluma ngento abuye wayibiza nge lack of financial discipline. Ukuthi they are not disciplined when it comes to their finances. Abanayo clean and clear routine ukuthi imali yabo bangayispenda kanjani and how they track their financial movements. So
Bayaspenda
nje, yeah. They don't think for the future. So khona into akhulume ngayo lana ngama side workers. Uthe kunama symptoms for ama side workers. And enye into I mentioned kuma symptoms ama side workers uthe they change their jobs frequently. So into engibuza ngani ukuthi what's the reason for them ukuthi mhlawumbe ngagcina sebeshintsha umsebenzi njalo, like every time abethola umsebenzi every now and then mhlawumbe bagcina sebeshintsha umsebenzi because ama side workers vele abantu abayithola income, right? It's just that abakwazi ukuyimanage. So more often they change umsebenzi abayithola. So enye into engiyibuka la ukuthi mhlawumbe the most reason yokuthi bagcina sebeshintsha umsebenzi ukuthi believe yokuthi more money is the solution of money problems.
Thinking ngisolve ngemali.
Yeah,
mhlambe yabo leyo belief mhlambe ekuqaleni ungaba nayo yabo ulenze lelo phutha lokuthi ucabanga ukuthi yazi because ngisenginekweletu mangathola more money ngizokhona ukuthi yabo ngisolve inkinga zami. But then once mhlambe was stuck into leyo routine for a certain period of time yabona ukuthi no, actually the solution akusi more money. I need to change my way of thinking yabo. Ube no financial management yabo, or risk management and all those things. Ukuzwazi na ukuthi uzilimit and all those things. Ungaphili nje every day is every day.
Yeah. And not just think for today. Cabangela na nekusasa futhi. Yeah, and the second point you mentioned ukuthi you put faith into politics and government to change the system instead of focusing on how you can change yourself. I feel like this one it is more related to abantu bali if mundele enama under the category of side workers, vele into azoyisho number one, angeke iblame azayibeke again. The mistake is not from within. Uzohlezi blame abantu bangaphandle. So I think mhlawumbe on this point uchaze yona leyo ndaba ukuthi they are always ready ukuthi ba point ama fingers ukuthi no kanje empilweni yami, it's because of a mistake yama politics.
Ilezi zithi kunje it's the economy. Economy nje kanti ngabe uzibheka yena ngaphakathi ama mistake awenzayo and try to learn from them.
Yeah. Because vele umuntu mayene inkinga zezimali, that's a serious issue. I think abanye abantu iba sensitive kakhulu bona abekho comfortable no mhlawumbe bangakhuluma ngayo ukuthi hayi no, actually I'm failing to spend my money ngendlela right to say.
I think the biggest problem is financial management. like ukufunda ngemali ukuthi imali iphathwa kanjani and things like that. Yabo ukube siyafunda mhlawumbe esikoleni ukuthi imali isetshenziswa kanjani. Ngabe mase sibadala mhlawumbe asibi nayo leyo nkinga. Yeah, ukuthi imali ihendlikisho kanjani.
Yeah. Because we are only taught how to get money. But not how to spend it or how to use it wisely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so now we are shogela. I think it is on page 53. Uti, money doesn't solve money problems. I think I need to let this kulmenga la pana uti I want to change jobs from this one to the next one, and expecting a job that pays higher than ukuthi actually babhekane neyinkinga zabo of spending money carelessly. I think this one is related to that.
Yeah, I think it relates kakhulu vele lapho. Ukuthi you might think inkinga zakho izosolve ngemali, but inkinga akusiyo imali, inkinga iku.
Yeah. This one is very deep, man. Money doesn't solve money problems. Yeah,
it does.
So, khona into akhuluma ngayo futhi lana. It is on page 54. 54. Uti side workers that are income rich. What do you think about that?
Abantu abanemali lapho.
He's still talking about side workers, but they are income rich.
They are income rich.
Yeah.
Shuthi imali khona, but still bangama side workers.
Yeah.
I think owanja yabo abantu abafortunate ukuthi mhlambe yabo ungabuka umuntu mhlambe ummeli and look at the doctor ukuthi mhlambe income inkulu.
Yeah.
And automatically think banemali.
Yeah.
Kanti no nabo ama side workers because money management ayikho yabo baya spend nje bayenza. So I think lo income rich le ikhuluma ngalokho ukuthi yabo even mhlawumbe une income enkulu but still akwazi ukumanage imali. Yeah, financial education asinayo. Kunendaba ukuthi iqhamuka kephi profession ungaba udokotela but financial education ubungenayo ungakwazi ukumanage imali.
Isifo sawonke umuntu lesi.
Sibamba wonke umuntu futhi.
Because vele idea abantu abanayo not just abantu ababuka mhlawumbe ama side workers who are income rich, nabanye nje abantu ababuka nje just in general mhlawumbe nawo abantu abawo dokotela, engineers, people look at highest incomes yabo. Nabo mhlawumbe they never look at it this way. Bayitshela ukuthi mama uthole imali eningi, that means you're rich. Regardless ukuthi wena mhlawumbe are you happy ngendlela kuyona like waking up in the morning, working mhlawumbe 5 to 5 long hours, getting my night shifts and all that stuff. You got a boss, you got fired at any moment, like into kanjalo. Yeah, they don't pay attention kuzona.
Like mina ngiyafisa like ukuthola more information ekwazi ukuthi so if ngizibona ukuthi angikho right ngemali, where would I go ukufunda nokuphatha imali?
Like getting financial advice.
Yeah, izinto ezikanjalo mhlawumbe financial advisor like ukuthi uyakuphi ukuze identify ukuthi awuyona side worker.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure akekho umuntu uthanda ukustaka lapho.
Yeah.
But identify kanjani nokuthi usizo mhlawumbe ungalithola khona. Ngiyafisa ukwazi.
Because vele after all we don't just try to make money ukuze siphinde senze enye imali. We want to make money and have it sibone ukuthi isenzelani futhi yabo in return. Yeah, but I think nababukeli kethu they will engage with us basazisa ukuthi bona mhlambe iluphi ulwazi abanalo on financial educations into efana nalezo. So sagu at break, stay tuned. Siyabuya futhi khona. Another symptom of side workers that he spoke about la ukuthi most people put their faith into politics and government to change the system instead of focusing on how you can change yourself. So not necessarily saying ukuthi mhlambe it is wrong or mhlambe ni kanjani to seek for help in politics and government, because actually well after all kumsebenzi wabo ukuthi ba assist ama developing businessmen and businesswomen ukuthi yabo basize basimamise imisebenzi yabo and stuff like that. Kodwa ama side workers kubona it's like everything abayenzayo yonke issue abanayo blame by point at my politics. It's never them. They are never on the wrong. Ibona ngase sonke isikhathi abama victims like hoping played wrong.
No, abantu aba toxic banjalo vele, they will never blame themselves.
Yeah.
They'll always put the finger out ukuthi yabo so and so wrong. while naye had a hand in 20 wrong. Like, but for example, and then kukhona abantu abalitholayo usizo from the government.
Yeah.
But then once mase belutholile lo sizo bese misuse. For example, abantu government unokuxhasa ama small businesses, abanye bathola ama-tender.
Sure.
Yeah, but itori vele uyazazi ke ngama-entrepreneurs ukuthi imali misuse, abakhokheli abasebenzi and all those things, ne? Yeah, so yabo, it might sounds negative ukuthi yabo abantu, you shouldn't blame inkinga zakho ku government and so forth and so forth. But sometimes the government does try ukusiza, and then yabo through programs like ama-tender and whatnot, but then bese kuba abantu themselves abamoshayo by, you know, misusing government's funds and all those things.
No, okay, yeah. And I think that is true, man. Very siyazi kakhulu sezwela kakhulu even about people who misuse usizo lukahulumeni. Yeah, it does happen a lot. So khona into akakhulume ngayo la. He said money doesn't buy money problems. You know. So actually lana sike sakhuluma ngendaba ukuthi khona abantu abashintsha umsebenzi every now and then because bekholela ukuthini ukuthola umsebenzi okukhokhela kakhulu is actually a solution to inkinga zabantu zokumanage ama-finances zabo. Khona abantu abayitholayo imali, but inkinga abanayo akusibuthi imali abanayo encane. It's just that they don't know how to manage their finances very well.
Yeah.
So bacabanga ukuthi more money will actually be the cure yale illness abasuke benayo ngakwazi ukumanage kahle imali yabo. Yeah.
No, I think just I understand ukuthi you can never have enough money. Akekho umuntu ongathi I know mina ngale mali engiholayo or engiyenzayo. Right. You can never have enough money. It's just ukuzifundisa on how to manage your money.
Sure.
Yeah, because even if le mali oyitholayo inga-establisha by tomorrow, still nenkinga zakho uzo-establisha because
exactly
money management ayikho.
Yeah.
So I think kubalulekile ukuthi after you've started your business or your career and everything, zama ukuzifundisa ngemali.
Yeah.
Yabo, like uzama ukuthola usizo or ubuze abantu ukuthi okay, so how do you actually handle imali? Yabo.
Yeah, that is true, man. That is true. So khona into futhi akhulume ngayo la wathi side workers who are income rich.
Yes.
He spoke about side workers who are income rich. For instance, khona abantu abazi ukuthi earning more money makes you rich. Yeah. So khona abantu abama side workers who don't know how to manage their finances yet bathola imali eningi. Uthola ukuthi mhlawumbe umuntu annual payment yakhe imali ayithola per year mhlawumbe inganisela ku 2 million. But still masubheke izinto azenzayo, you actually see ukuthi le muntu he's actually having difficulties mase kuza to managing their finances. They are income wealthy, but actually, you know.
I think it goes back to what we said ukuthi ukusebenzisa whatever le oyithola. Like kuthiwa if awukwazi ukusebenzisa 1000, 10,000 still usazokuhlula yabo. And thina mhlambe siyabukela kwabantu abahola kakhulu like abo doctor and think mhlambe banemali.
Yeah.
Yona income ikhona but mhlambe yabo umuntu ugcile ikweletini and so forth and so forth. So ukuba a side worker, it's not necessary for umuntu mhlambe okulo income. Even nomuntu ohola kakhulu can still fall in the trap leyo kuba a side worker. All because yabo akakwazi ukumanage imali.
And just because for example, abantu abanemsebenzi siyazi ukuthi those are high paying jobs. The moment umuntu sazi actually unaleyo umsebenzi loyo or unaleyo profession, you know, esesivele sitshele yona, sivele just paint as rich, you know. Siyakhohlwa ukuthi actually, you know,
nabo baneyinkinga.
There's something beyond, because the more uthola money, the more uthola ama reasons ukuthi yabo uyispend or ezinye izinto ezikwenza ukuthi uyisebenzise leyo mali. Yeah.
And amaphuthu uyawenza mhlawumbe ekuqaleni yabo mhlawumbe izinto ezingama student loans and so forth.
Sure.
Esiketchupa nawe mhlawumbe usumdala or usuqalile usowenza imali. And then masubuya back ikweleti iningi.
Yeah.
And mhlawumbe nalabo abasafarisha from yabo to fit in abantu abathenga izinto abangazi afford. So yafakana kwe trap leyo nto kanjalo.
Yeah, uqinisile, and I think on our next subchapter so besikhuluma ngaleyo nto ezikanjalo wealth being toxified. So okwamanje sisakwe ad break. Do stay tuned. So welcome back to the ad break bafethu. As isikhulumile ekuqaleni kancane before siwe ad break, sike sithinta indaba ye wealth being toxified. So lana umbhalo lencwadi, he explains wealth being toxified as ukuthi abantu babe ne-illusion ye-wealth and not have the actual wealth. Esisazongena kuwe as we continue about the book. So enye into ayishilo ukuthi abantu they have stuff, portable things, izinto ey'fana ney'moto, luxurious houses, luxurious clothing and izinto ey'fana nalezo. They define that as wealth. So wena lapho umbukele ekhaya sicela usazise ukuthi wena mhlambe, have you ever found yourself in a situation whereby you felt like the way umbhalo walencwadi define ngayo i-wealth has been toxified? Mawukuthi mhlambe ukwaba sesimeni esifana naleso, do engage with us, usazise nawe ama-views akho nemicabango nayo ngazo.
Wafo. Henry Davids uthi wealth is the ability to fully experience life.
Yeah.
Meaning ukuthi, like I think lombhali bazama ukuchaza ukuthi there's no one definition of wealth.
Yeah.
What wealth is to you is different from what wealth is to me. Yeah. Something about akhuluma ngayo la kabanzi i-wealth trinity, ne?
Sure.
Chaza khona ukuthi what is wealth.
Yeah.
Ku page 56. Ngazi noma ufundile.
Yeah.
Yes. Uthi wealth isn't as ambiguous as it may seem. The happiest moments in my life were when I felt true wealth, and guess what? It wasn't the day I bought my first Lamborghini. It wasn't the day I moved into my big house on the mountains.
Yeah.
Wealth is not those by material possessions, money or stuff, but by what I call the three fundamental F's.
Yeah.
Family, fitness, and freedom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true wealth.
Yeah.
Do you think now the definition of your wealth you follow along these lines?
Well, yeah, I think so. Not that mhlambe it is something that I've thought through ngaphambilini, but indlela ayidefine ngayo, I felt satisfied. Like this is something mhlambe I was trying to explain to myself later on. Good year, I didn't have quite a clear explanation as he did. Yeah, because my khuluma ngendaba ye-freedom. Kuyenzeka uthole mhlambe umuntu unomsebenzi, you know, uqashiwe somewhere else, kodwa even though umsebenzi wakhe umkhokhela kakhulu, but he doesn't get enough time ukuthi ayiphile kahle impilo yakhe, spend time with family, you know, to go to gym and remain healthy.
Yeah.
It's either usemsebenzini uyasebenza mayibuya kumele ayorelaxa ngabo weekends, akanaso isikhathi kahle mhlawumbe usaphumula, it's tiniest time asitholayo ukuthi mhlawumbe athi catch up kancane nomndeni if that happens. So yeah, I think I find his definition quite relating to mine.
Yeah, nami I believe it. Kakhulu, like, and they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Like you need the freedom ukuze yabo ukhona ukuthi ube spend isikhathi with your family.
Sure.
And vele everybody needs a family. Akekho umuntu ohappy eyedwa.
Yeah.
You need your family, whether it's your wife and kids or your family as in your siblings and whatnot. And you can enjoy life if you're unfit.
Yeah.
So whether ukugile or you have health issues, you can't fully enjoy life in that way. So the fitness is also very important. So I think they go hand in hand.
Yeah. I've once Googled the most important thing in the world. And guess what came up first? Health. So ungaba nayo yonke imali, but if you don't have health, your life is at risk. You might not enjoy the matter what and pursue other things that so the most important thing is health. So health, you cannot call that happiness. For example, you know, that's not a happy place to be. So umuntu mayilapana vele usuke nama health issues. So yeah, I think it basically states that without health, you cannot say you are fully happy. And health, it differs from person to person. Indlela I explain ngayo because singabantu sinama lifestyles ahlukile esifisa ukuthi swaphile, you know. Yeah. So I think that's what structures our definition of wealth. Yeah. Yeah.
No, ngiyakuzwa. Kuthi sesiphelele isikhathi yazi bengifuna sikhulume ngama-illusions lana.
Yeah.
But stay tuned bafethu. We'll be back. Okugcina la bafo bengifuna uku-add yazi is the illusion of wealth.
Yeah.
Looking rich. Why sithanda kangaka ukuthi sibukeke si-rich?
Yeah, man. I think singabantu nje in general. Kunezinto ezipressurizayo ekutheni senze izinto that will make us appear a certain way kubantu. Yabo. Singabuka ukuthi mhlambe generally lezi zinto zirelate kanjani kuthina. Yabo ngicabanga mhlambe into lapho kunabantu ababuka ukuthi okay umuntu uma enemoto that means ukuthi usuke wealthy. But actually mawubuka ukuthi izinto edefine i-lifestyle yaleyo muntu akayimithile yet, you know. So yeah, I think that's what pressurizes abantu ekutheni bagcine sebeba ne-illusion ye-wealth ukuthi if they got stuff babuke in a certain way kubantu, yeah, then it's done ukuthi they have the actual wealth or what.
Ngiyakuzwa. So emakhaya bafethu, let's stop trying to look rich. Sizame ukuthi sibe rich okwangempela.
Yeah. So unfortunately, bafethu, we've came to the end of our show for today. Kodwa-ke do engage with us sisazise nani ukuthi what are your views, what are your thoughts. Ngakhohlwa nokuthi on the following episode sobe sinilethela igang and discuss more about the book because ayipheleli la. So see you on the next episode.